Head in the game, head. Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Falcons on Sunday night primetime.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be
the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the third overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trey Lance.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Lance now to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Lance now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Lance again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle of the field. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. He was waving his arms around the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it was really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time I'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by last year's Super Bowl champion QB in his 14th NFL season now out of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round 1, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Stafford's throw is taken in by Waddle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Stafford now to throw. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Again, it's Stafford. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Rudolph. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that route takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, and a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to love not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Lance. That's out to the flat for Akers. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. The left side caught by Diggs. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Lance looking to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They give up the middle to Akers. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lance to throw it. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready, go!
And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Akers going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They'll get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Lance on the keeper, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Let's go bring him a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Hassan Reddick, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He hit on all 6 of his passes on that opening drive, including the final throw for a touchdown, as his guys start here 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down at Stafford. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Down inside the 40.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 39, Stafford connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Eagles are going to get it back. The 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Right back to Njoku. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 38, Lance, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Lance looks to throw again. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Lance. He'll dump this off to Akers. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down and 3. From midfield, here's Lance. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls in.
There's something to a game plan. We're trying to keep the defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Lance. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock. from the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Stafford on first down. Short throw to Disley, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have...
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magical elixir at halftime. Rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
To throw is Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Chark, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion, and Charles will win 2 yards to go. What do you think of the toss play? Because initially kind of set you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And it brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Lance on third down. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
To return is McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw is taken in by Waddle.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Off of play action, here's Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Stafford now to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the foot.
The ball will come out to the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded on the lawn chair. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, the quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Here we go, Brett.
Man who played collegiately nearby in Athens for the Bulldogs, James Cook. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. The Lance now to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Lance. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he's not going to get there. Lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I don't think there's any question, Dan, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford, and Shark hauls it in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. A good pickup there, 22. So for Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Stafford. And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say they're through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the trip. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Lance, and he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Left side caught by Diggs. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. 20, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
players, when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Now the Falcons will bring the offense back out, and they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Stafford. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pull on here in the fourth.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. To try again after the sack, Lance. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw, it's Lance. Wide open receiver, complete. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.